While fighting games are pretty infamous for their strange motion inputs, I personally find input shortcuts and oddities to be one of the most interesting aspects of the genre. For example, if you want to do an air dash as fast as possible while staying close to the ground, you can do what's called an instant air dash, or IAD for short. This is done by pressing up forward for a jump and then quickly tapping straight forward, and it has a multitude of uses, like hitting crouching opponents with very fast overheads, or doing some pretty tight combo links. Another tech is the tiger knee method, which is kind of similar except it lets you perform air-only specials while still on the ground. This is done by performing the special move like usual, but tapping upward right before you press the button, and it will instantly cancel your pre-jump frames, or jump squat for you people that play Smash, into the aerial special. Slayer from Guilty Gear likes to use this to cancel his invincible teleport dashes into his specials and thus carry over those frames of invincibility. Meanwhile, Baiken has this really weird jumping DP called Yozansen, but if she tiger knees it, the move becomes an almost unreactable overhead. Now these are both considered to be some pretty intermediate techniques, but we still haven't gotten to the main purpose of the video. It's possible to combine both an instant air dash and a tiger knee for what's called Kire. Now obviously I don't speak Japanese, that's why I pronounce that fucking terribly, but it either means angry or slice. This allows you to use your aerial specials close to the ground while carrying over the momentum from an air dash, thus launching yourself toward the opponent at high speeds like a rocket. This is done by inputting the special moves motion like usual, quickly tapping up forward for the tiger knee, quickly tapping forward for the instant air dash, and then pressing the button. In Guilty Gear X2, Baiken makes heavy use of this with her Tatami Geist mats, and so Bad Guy can start devastating combos with Kire's Sidewinder. The ability to chain together a bunch of smaller input oddities to make one monstrous advanced tech as one of the many ways of expressing yourself is so rewarding in this game. Now I'm not necessarily good at fighting games, I just kind of play them for fun, so landing a Kire Tatami in a match is kind of like a fun minigame to play when I'm fucking losing. Few other games allow for such a tactical response, but unfortunately stuff like that might not exist much in the future. In my last video I briefly touched on how some newer games have been removing mechanically obtuse tech like this so as to not intimidate casual players. But I think that's a pretty big loss for the genre. It's obviously a high skill ceiling, but I think that makes it all the more rewarding. If you simplified Baiken's Kire Tatami to up plus special, it just wouldn't be Kire Tatami anymore. So I hope fighting games in the future preserve ridiculous, but amazingly fun tech like this. Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus R routinely goes on sale on Steam for like $3, so I definitely recommend that everybody watching this tries it yourself.